Hi guys, this is Deborah. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys for rocking with me today. As you know, I'm a Zimbabwean home fanatic. I always talk to you about home. I talk to you about coming back to your countries if you are not from Zimbabwe. If you are from Kenya, I'm encouraging you to go back to Kenya. You are from Nigeria, I encourage you to go back to your country. Don't retire in a foreign country. So I'm here to inspire all the diasporans to go home. So this video, I'm taking you. I'm in my Zim home. I'm at home. I'm in Zimbabwe at home, my home country. My home country where my what do you call kuvute parwakachererwa in Shona. Those who don't understand Shona. Yeah, so this is my home country. I just feel so happy. This weather is so beautiful. So I'm saying, you know what? No matter what, I'm not retiring in the diaspora, guys. So I'm just here to inspire. So if you're one of those guys who are thinking of going back to their home, you have clicked the right button. Continue to watch, share it to the people that you want to know about it, and to subscribe and comment and ask questions. So let's get into it. Zimbabwe, I've come again, guys, to talk to you about Zimbabwe, those people who are desiring to retire in Zimbabwe. So I'm right here at home in Zimbabwe preparing to retire. So I'm just here to give you some insights of the things that you may need if you want to retire in Zimbabwe. This is our home. So we just kind of prepare the garden so that it's comfortable, so that when you come, we're trying kind of to replicate of what we have in the UK here, so that you are not thinking of the UK as such. So this is our garden. We have someone who maintains it, but those people, they need to be supervised. You need to supervise them remotely, or sometimes if you have cameras in the yard to try and supervise what happens here. So this is our garden. So I'm going to talk to you about a number of things. Talk to you the things that you may need before you decide to relocate, so that you're going to have a comfortable life here in Zim. For example, as you know, here in Zimbabwe, energy is the most difficult thing. Zesa, there's no electricity. So I'm gonna show you the solar that you may need, and water supply. Those two things, electricity and the solar supply and water supply. Those things are not like in this area. There's no council water supply, so you need a bore to do that. And also another thing, you may need security. Security is a main issue in Zim. So when you come here, there's an intercom. So nobody will be able to enter into the house without us, without them. They need to know who's coming. And also there's just a camera facing them, right? Is there on the gate, want to know who's there, who's by the gate. And this camera, you can actually view it. When you are abroad, you can actually see what is happening by your yard. So security is a main issue. And electric fence. So that's also good to think about security. So we had an electric fence, which is very secure, I suppose. I don't know. And just some lights. Those thieves don't like lights. So that's the main thing that I'm talking to you about. And also just to have a nice space where you can just relax and enjoy. So these are some of the preparation. I'm just showing you those people that are aspiring to come back to Zim. You need a powerful system. So this is our solar system. We've got about 4 batteries. These are Pylon Tech batteries. They're quite strong. So other people that I've seen, they say, I want to put a solar system. Then someone will quote you to be 2.5, it will be 3.5, whatever it is. So, but what I want to say to you is, if you are going to put a solar system, you need to know the names and the quality of the batteries that you are putting in, and the quality of your inverters that you are putting in. So it depends. You can get a battery for 450, but Pylon Tech is a very expensive battery, but it lasts you a long time. And when you buy it, it's got a warranty that you get, I think is 2 years or something. It's expensive, but it's good. So someone tell you, so the batteries, just batteries themselves, maybe they costed us about £5,000, just the batteries by themselves. But those batteries, they will last us a long time if they are well looked after. While I was speaking on the solar system, they need to be looked after. Some people may wonder, put a solar, so can I iron my solar? Can I cook on my solar? Can I do all these things in my solar? But I'm saying solar system, they need to be looked after. So you need to know your solar system. You need to be educated on how to use it. You need to educate people who live there on how to use it. Some people, sometimes a world will come to do work on your yard, but it's connected to solar, and the world is solar. Then when the world is solar, these batteries will be drained outrightly, and you may need to take that for them to be recharged or to be repaired. So a solar system has to be repaired. They have to be used well. During the day, like right now, our batteries are full. So during the day, we are using we are taking direct from the panels. So we are taking from the panels. If it's a sunny day, we can iron, we can toast, we can boil water, we can do all those things. That is from 10 o'clock, maybe until 2 o'clock. So we encourage people to do those activities at that time. After that, there will be no power supply to the panels. So you'll be draining from your batteries. So if you iron or if you do whatever you want to do, you are draining your batteries. So your batteries will be on zero. Then you end up at night with no power because of abuse the power. So it's good to educate people that live at your homes how to use the solar system. It's a very good system. You need to look after it for it to look after you. And also, there is a changeover switch that you may need to put on your system so that when ZESA comes, you can convert to ZESA so that if someone wants to weld, if someone wants to grind, if someone to do some work, they are not damaging your batteries. So those are things that I'm just telling you that you may need to talk to an electrician, that those things are there. So in the evening, if the batteries are full, we know that from the evening until morning, we've got power for our lights, we've got power for our lights, power for our television, power for our internet, because we are solely depending on solar at the moment, because I think 2 days we've had no ZESA at all. But which means, so this is a system that I'm encouraging you. If you want a solar system, this is a grower, inverter, but like I said, the batteries are pylon tech. We've got 4 of them. So if you are doing your systems, make sure you do a system that you will upgrade at some point. So whatever electrician is putting for you, leave some allowance so that you can upgrade them. Like for us, we bought a long tray that you can fit 6, 7 batteries. So we started with 1. After we get some more money, with 2. After some money, every time we repeat, we increase. So we've been increasing, we're building this system over time. But we started with 1. So you can start with 1, a good system. Don't say because I've got only £1,000, I'm just going to buy 5 batteries. No, just buy one good system and increase as you go. And also, because these batteries are so important, you have to keep the place secure. So this place gets locked, so that it's secure. So as we continue, we've got another system. So we decided to invest into 2 solar systems, because one won't be enough. So I'll just show you the other system. This is our garage, by the way. So this is one of the solar systems. So this is one of the second system that we've got. So we decided to have 2 systems, one upstairs and the other one down here. So we've got actually a room for it. So this is a 5 kVA. It's a master system. It's very neat. The guy who did it did quite a good job. So this system supplies to the kitchen, so that if this system is not working properly, we've got the other system which supplies the borehole, the lights, and other things that are important, the Wi-Fi and other things that are important. So could we have 2 systems to supply different parts of the house in terms of priority? So this prioritizes the kitchen. So so it feeds into the plugs of the kitchen, it feeds the light of the kitchen, it feeds the fridges. This is what it does, this smaller system. But because the ball is quite big, so it's being fed by the bigger system, which I showed you up there. So yeah. Like I've said to you, the smaller system, it feeds the dishwashers. That's what we use. It's all solar. There's no ZESA today. There's combo ya ZESA here na. If ZESA will, akula ZESA. Kan ubingelela phela ama-subscribers.
Hello everyone.
Linjani babingelele ngesindebele.
Linjani? Ngiyaphila igama lami uSizwe Nkosi. And hello Antwami. I love you auntie.
Sizwe can cook. Sizwe yapheka kumnandi. So this supplies the dishwashers and the washing machines. But we can also encourage people to use this during the day when there is a lot of sunshine. That's what I encourage them to use during the day. So, like I said, this is our water supply from the bowl. And during the afternoon, we are using gravity. We are using gravity. There's no power. We're using gravity for water. So this is our water supply from the bowl and from solar. So we've got nothing from the council. This is our vegetable rack. We use water. This is bowl water, so it's safe to drink because our bowl is very safe to drink. So all this that you see, all these lights, everything, it uses solar. We are on completely solar completely, and Zesa. We need the cooker. The cooker we use Zesa. The cooker we cannot do oven. We cannot roast with solar. You can never be able to roast with solar. So when Zesa is here, we see numbers here that will tell us that Zesa is here. So we never roast, only roast when there's numbers here or timing. Then we know Zesa is around. And also this is our microwave. We use solar during the day. And we discourage people to use solar during the day because during the night because it will drain the batteries. Our kettles we can use. We're using solar today. We've made our teas. We've toasted our bread. We are using that, but we try to use that during the day so that we are draining from the panels themselves. If we use them in the evening, it means you are draining from the batteries. So during the night we have no energy, and this is also our electric stove. This is our electric stove. It uses electricity. We rarely use it because there's some most of the time. But when it's there, we try to use it there and there. So it's been used, I don't know, twice or three times, I don't know, because this is not there. So electricity is the main issue. I think we're a boiler, an egg boiler, we just put our eggs there. And the boil, we're using solar. So most of our gadgets, we use solar. They are not very during the day. We try to encourage during the day because kada solar manel, it will drain all the batteries. But for cooking, we use gas. Tinoshandisa gas. Tatobika mafeti kukweda nasine gas. Tatobika ne gas tadya mafeti kukunasa tadya. And it gas redo. Not battery, it's all electrified and it gas tatoshandisa kubika. Tatobika ne gas. Rachmika tinoshandisa to get my butternut for lunch. Need something else, but tinoshandisa gas redu because electricity. We use gas. Oh, I forgot I didn't speak English. We use gas for those who don't understand. So we use gas because electricity is not always available. So this is all solar panels, solar. This is our air fryer. We use solar sometimes if we want to use it. So our gadgets we use, but we just need to know when to use the solar. And these are fridges. It all uses solar. So solar is power. Solar ndo ili yatiri kutoshandisa kunoko. Solar, we've got a deep freeze as well, the fridge behind you. We use solar as well. So all our needs here is solar. It's solar. Our intercom system is solar. Our gate system is solar. This is our dining area. And you know that there's no electricity. You would not know that actually, unless somebody tells you. There's no electricity. If you don't know, you think we've got Zesa, but we don't. So we could go for days without Zesa, but we just need to manage our solar system here. I think gardening is the most important thing as well. It is important for me. I think everybody likes just the environment to be green. You like an environment to be green. It just makes the space much more better and more comfortable. So we try to have a green space that we come and plant flowers as we come. So these are flowers that we've planted as we are planning to come back home. So these things we're planning at over a long time. Before the house was built even, we're trying to put plants in place, do the garden chairs, So this is what we do. This is the garden. I mean, this is the man who looks after our garden. This is Mkoma Isaac. Say hello to subscribers. This is Mkoma Isaac. This is the man who keeps this place so clean and beautiful. It does good for us, and we do good for him as well. So if you are thinking of coming back, you need to have someone who look after your place well, and you need to look after them well. So it's the man who, whatever you are seeing here, it's him who keeps this place well. Anything you want to say to subscribers?
Hi guys, how are you?
My name is Isaac.
My name is Isaac. What's up?
So it's the man who does all these things. He does so good to us. So it's all good, guys, to look after the people who look after your things when you're away. So it's one thing that we see. It's always clean. He's always doing this, Isaac. So when you come, even those who want to book Airbnb here, our space is always clean. It's always cleaned all the time. All the time. So we are so privileged to have Isaac in our life. I'll show you the garden quickly. So this is the garden. So come around. The fruit trees, avocados. I think they're already coming up. We eat lots of avocados instead of buying those that you buy that are so small. So we eat lots of avocados here in Zim. And so the garden comes along here. I've got so much to talk to you about, but let's just see what we can cover today. So green spaces are very important for your mental health. Green spaces are good for you when you want to relax, when you want to chill out. So these are our green spaces, lots of green spaces that we do. So we continue to add on to our flowers every time. So these are also, I'm going to show you the green spaces that we have. All the gardens, all these fruit trees. Homes is always my passion for me to come back to Zimbabwe. I'm gonna abroad diaspora to work, and now I think it's time for us to retire. And I think many people are afraid to come home. They've heard so many stories about Zimbabwe. That Zimbabwe is like this. Yes, it can be like that, but you just need to prepare and start to think about it before time. So this is our garden. We're just revamping our garden. This is our garden, and another garden on the other side. But also, while we are still on the garden as well, I might as well talk about it, is water supply. Like I spoke to you about it earlier, to say water supply is the most important thing that we are supposed to have before you decide to relocate. Because here in this area where we stay, there's no normal cans of water. We depend on a bore. So we've got a dug bore, so we've got tanks, 2 tanks, we've got this big tank and the other tank upstairs that is up, that we use gravity. And also we look after a bit of chickens, a little bit, and a bit of mango trees, avocado trees. We've got lots of trees in the backyard. So this is all prepared when we're thinking about coming home and the things that would enjoy much at home. So I know most people will say, Zimbabwe is like this, but I'm just telling you, giving you hope that if you're planning to come to Zim, these are the things that you need to think about. So you need to have a very strong borehole that will be able to supply water for you, for you to be able to keep this garden green, is because of the water supply. And I've heard so many people saying, someone has charged me maybe, I don't know, 2,000 for a bore, but bore depends on the depth. So the more deeper you go, so don't listen to people that I will charge you 2.5 for your bore. You need to think that deeper you go. So maybe you may need 120 liters. Some people say, I'll just do 40, and then the water supply is finished within no time. I think ours caught the water at 40, but we went all the way to 90, so that we have no water supply forever, for a long time. You don't have to dig again another bore. So I've heard so many people who have very disappointing stories about their bore. And also to have also a big storage of your water, so that whatever happens, you've got water storage. So that's what I'll say to you. Make sure you've got a good water supply. And also we do hard chicken road runners that we just keep in our garden. They run around. When we need chickens, we don't spend money. So that's another thing as well that I like to take people. If you're planning to come back, you have some other things that you don't need to buy. Here in Zimbabwe, I like that we've got free sun, got free rain, we've got free of those things. These chickens, I don't do anything to them. They just run around in the yard, and I throw sads there to them, extra food that we have remaining, extra maize that we plant. After we've planted the maize, we just throw them, and that's what they feed on. and we feed them maybe once in a while. So it's something that will not cost too much. But you don't have to go and buy chicken from OK, because we've got lots of free range chicken that runs around. And I didn't even make a sophisticated danga. It's just a simple cabin thing that we bought, and they just go there. I don't lock it. They just go around. They go in when it's raining and to sleep in. So it's not anything complicated. Someone might say, "Oh, maybe I just a fence that we put so that they don't come to the yard," but it's something very simple that someone can do. Even this hedge, we just planted it ourselves because we knew this is where we wanted our demarcation and our yard to be. So it's so important for you to think about those things when you're building your house, when you're preparing to come home. All these things, they matter. And here we have demarcated also the chickens, and they've left a little space for our garden. So we demarcated the chickens are there. So here yesterday over the weekend I was doing some bambaira and sweet potato. I planted those sweet potato, and these beds, we're going to put some vegetables and all that. I think on my next video, you're going to see that all green. So it's something that you can do. Here, have put some seedlings. They'll come up, and then we're going to plant that in that space. So here, we've got some, this is asparagus. This is asparagus. We've planted lots of plant. That one is okra. That one is lettuce. That one is strawberries. So we've planted lots of seedlings that we want to plant in that garden. I'll show you when it's all done. And this is manure. So we came, and this place has been dug. We dug this over the weekend, and we bought this manure. $2 a bag. You don't need to buy fertilizer. $2. If I had gone to Reserva, I'll get this for free. It's something that you don't need to pay for. So we got this for $2 a pack. So when you pour this vegetables, you're gonna see they will be very good and beautiful. These are our tomatoes we just planted. So next week probably we'll be eating them. We don't need to buy any of those goods. And also these are our lettuce. We've been eating it since we came. Not lettuce, spinach. We've been eating them since we came. It's something the chicken don't eat. Even makonya, they don't eat spinach. So spinach you can plant even in the bush. It will come up. So I'm just thinking of those free products that you can use, that you can plant without much hassle. So this is just for ideas for those people that are planning to come home. My passion is to come home. When I was in the UK, life is very tough, especially for men, even for ladies as well. We just work, go to shift, work, go to shift. But I'm not saying it's easy. But when you come here, I'm saying as we are planning to do that, just think of these things, your water supply. I'm going to show you the solar system that allows the borehole to work, to allow water to allow the water to go into the house. This is our garden hose pipe. So this is all bore water that we use. If we want to water our garden, that's what we do. So we can plant. We've got a field behind there. This hose pipe can go over the fields. We've planted some maize there. So this is all water from the bore that we are using. So we continue. This is the other side of the house. This is the gate. This is the other side of the house. We've got a couple cameras in the yard just for security reasons, And also another thing that people you may need to think about is about, because here there's no power. Zesa is very expensive to cook with Zesa, and it's not always available. So you've invested in these two tanks. They're here. These are 2-tank gases. So these are about, I think, don't know how many kgs, 48 kgs or something. It lasts us a very long time. So one is filled already. The other one, so we filled 2 at the same time. When this one finishes, we connect to that one. So the pipe went through under the kitchen. So we thought of this when we put in the kitchen. So there's no pipe hanging there. So these are tanks. So this for security reasons. So this tank, when we're here, it can last us about 6 months or more when you use this wisely. So I advise you maybe to invest in something like this, because we're cooking with electricity. It's a joke. The Zesa is very expensive and it's not always available. So always have a gas supply. So the disadvantage, another disadvantage of being in Zim, is because when we're in the UK, if gas supply is not working, we just call British Gas. If water supply is not working, you just call Thames Water. But here, you have to sort it yourself out. So make sure that the system that you put are strong, lifelong systems that will be able to work for you, So that's the disadvantage of that. But I'm telling you, once you are set, you'll be able to do that. And you know that your house is mortgage free. You don't need to pay anybody mortgage, and you could actually live with no penny. You could actually cook with firewood without paying anybody. If you are not using the gas, you don't need to pay for it. But you know that in the UK, I'm here in Zimbabwe, but I'm paying my gas bills. I have to pay my water bill, but I'm not using it. But here, if you are not using it, you don't need to pay for it. So that's the advantage, that you can actually live without no penny. You can live without penny, but only the disadvantage only come when these things break. It will be on you. So it is very important for you to put systems that are very, very strong. Okay, I'll show you another system. I'm going to show you our solar system. So I think it will go up, and I'll show you the. All right. While we are just passing the spaces. So like today, there's no solar at all. There's no ZES at all. So we are using all these things. They function on full solar. It's solar. That's what function on. So you can you can enjoy YouTube. You can enjoy certain things. You can enjoy Netflix here. So you can enjoy the things that you enjoy. All the things that you love to enjoy here too. But this is full solar. All these gadgets, they use solar. So another thing as well, when you are here in Zim, when you're planning to come, I think you have to prepare yourself some spaces that you want to be comfortable, so that you don't miss the UK side. So we're trying to make these spaces as comfortable as possible. But it's still work in progress. But there we are. We're gonna go upstairs. Really, to upstairs. I'm gonna show you our, whereby we can just relax and chill. We've also installed Starlink. We're just waiting for the thing to go through. But Starlink, it means if you invest in those things, it means that we have unlimited internet and easy, because internet is another problem here in Zim. So these are the space that I was going to talk to you about. And there's also, I was talking about soft spaces that you can take care of yourself. For example, security. I spoke to you about security. So this is our monitoring. We monitor what happens around the house at night, during the day. Actually, we could have a security man sitting here, but we monitor things that happens here, So this is what happens. We see everything that happens around our house. And I was talking about comfort. If you are planning to come back, right. So if you are someone who's planning to coming back, I was talking to you about soft spaces, spaces that make you comfortable, spaces that you like. So for me, I love spaces that are clean. I love spaces that are big. So I've been investing in this space for a long time, little by little, with time, little by little, because those are the things that matter to me. I like to be in spaces that are comfortable. Some people hate Zimbabwe because they think it's dirty, it's whatever it is. But I'm telling you, you can create your own spaces, And these things, the curtains, everything, they're done here. They're done by people here in Zimbabwe. All these things, I never shipped anything. Some of the furniture I shipped from South Africa, but some of these things are done by people in Zimbabwe. But just need to be very careful who's doing the work for you. So it's very important for your comfort to create spaces that makes you comfortable. And also, so this is our spaces. Like I say, I was just coming here to show you that, Zimbabwe can be good. I feel so comfortable. I sleep when I'm in my room, when I'm here. I'm not saying there are no challenges. There are challenges here in Zimbabwe. But I think I'm finding my mind stable. I find I'm more happier here because I've got my family here. If I want to go and see my mom, I've got my mom. I have family around that you can enjoy to do social things, with my family. I feel more fulfilled. I'm not there yet, but we're still doing little by little. But this is what I'm just trying to inspire you, that if I plan to come home, you can do these things. So these are our spaces that we in the UK, as you know, the spaces in the UK are very small, but this is our space. This is our dressing place where you dress. This is our dressing spaces, our drawers, shoes, that door goes to the balcony. If you want to go outside the balcony, you can go outside, then you'll be outside to see the balcony around. So this this is my cabinet this side. I'm embarrassed. This is my husband's cabinet. But anyway, let's leave that one for another day. Always women out there. Imagine this is all my space, and I've even encroached to his. I'm ashamed. This is a mirror which is already put on the wall because sometimes you don't know what to put it. So if it's a full dressing mirror, so it's on the wall. It's already stuck. When I was doing the cabinet, already stuck on the wall. So when you dress up, you can, see yourself. So we can show you briefly our little bathroom. This is our little bathroom. Like I said, you have to create spaces that makes you comfortable. When I'm here, I don't miss the UK. I don't miss the UK at all. I just miss the UK for maybe just for work. But when I'm here in these spaces, I don't. So make sure you prepare yourself for nice spaces, nice baths, and shower. If you want to shower, it's a walk-in shower. You can walk in and have a shower. It's quite big, 2 people can fit. So here in Zimbabwe, the advantage is that you can have lots of spaces which you are not able to have in the UK. This is our bathtub. It was fitted here in Zimbabwe. So this is why we've worked so hard. I remember going to the UK. It's hard work. We work so hard. So it's important for you to create the spaces that you love. But I'm saying I'm not saying these things, they don't have a challenge. There are challenges when you're trying to build these things when you're away. You just have to find good workmanship, people that you trust, people that you believe that they'll be under good supervision. Then you'll be able to get these things done for you. These things got them from South Africa. That's when it was a bit cheaper to buy them from there. So yeah, so these are the spaces. What is this? This is just a cabinet. Instead of having a chest of drawers, we just need to make it stylish. You see these things on Google, then you go and show people, can you do this for me? That's the best thing here in Zimbabwe. You can make anything. You can design anything. Give them a picture. They'll be able to do those things for you. So yes, and just lives to make it a bit space more comfy and beautiful. Yeah, so I'm saying, look after yourselves. You've been looking after others for a long time. So it's a time for you just to look after yourself and rest indeed. So yeah, so like I was talking about the spaces that make you comfortable. Think about the ceilings, and also if you're doing your ceilings, don't just do, because when I did last time, it was like I remember the ceilings that I did in Chitungwiza, those many years ago, but not knowing that there are now new beautiful things that you can do, that you can copy, and show the workers. They'll be able to do that for you. So I think here it's like I'm talking about the spaces that you create for yourself. We've got a balcony here, so sometimes you just sit here and enjoy the neighborhoods. When you are here, actually, you can see the garden. You're in the garden. You can see the garden there. You can see everything there where you are. So that's why I'm saying it's I feel so. I don't want to go back, honestly. But you just need to prepare yourself, finances, to say. Those are some of the things. You have to have a source of income somewhere to be able to have a good stay. Yeah? But if you've got strong systems, you plant your vegetables, you've got a little farm to get your vegetation, you'll be fine, surely. Surely, there's nothing to be scared. But first of all, I say come and experience. Come often. Come and experience it first. Then you see what is it that you need to patch. Where is it that you need to add certain things? Yeah. Yeah, so this is a big balcony. Sometimes we just sit here and enjoy. I need to put some chairs here. So those are the little things that I'm seeing that, I need chairs actually to sit here so that I can I can enjoy the space. These are all our neighborhoods. This is the balcony I was telling you about. When you come out, this comes from our bedroom. So it comes from our bedroom here, so you can come and enjoy the balcony in the mornings. So hello, like you say, in these spaces, this is a space, it goes to the balcony outside. If you want to enjoy the sun, you want to enjoy the weather. So we come out of here. So here, this is another space that you can enjoy our avocado trees. So these are other spaces that you can see avocado trees. We can reach by hand. Look, they're quite big. They are not yet mature. Maybe if you let me show you close with the camera. Can you see them? Yeah. We've got like 4 trees like this. So imagine if you've got avocado trees, you don't need to buy. You don't need to buy. You can have avocado breakfast 4 days a week. I think you end up having avocado coming out of your nose. So these are our views from the front. This is what you see when you're on this balcony. This tree, we just added it lately after the house has been built, just for some shade and for some relaxing. And this is another big balcony. So we sometimes host parties here. When we have parties, birthday parties, when you want to dance with family, always have lots of activities. So we use this space. I think we need to put up a shade there so that when it's raining and it's a safe space that we use. So guys, I want to tell you that Zim is is a beautiful country. It's a beautiful place. But what I want to say is it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, that I understand. But this video is for people who are aspiring to come. I think things are difficult until they are done. And what I want to tell you that this project was not done one day. I'll be lying to you. But I've always have a desire to come back to Zim after we retire. So we've been putting all these structures in place so that when we come, we're comfortable. So we've been putting little by little, like there. Oh, I forgot. It's got also we use solar geysers. We've got 2 of them. One is on that side. I don't know. Can you see them? There's one geyser there and another geyser there. So our hot water is from solar. So everything is from natural. And we've got our dishes. We've got our Starlink there. It's hanging there. You still need to sort it out to work. And whatever, communication, whatever, entertainment, what we try to have. And this is my neighbor here across the road. Good people, good neighborhoods. So if you are aspiring to come back to Zim, I'm telling you, I'm your plug. Don't go far. It can be done. I'm not rich, guys. I'm not a rich woman. I'm not rich at all. But little by little, it can be done. So start wherever you are. If your plan is possible, Zim is exciting. Like I'm feeling like free, no freedom. When when you hear that freedom of air. Solar panels on the wall, on the top of the roof rather. So they are on every side. We try to capture the sun from all directions. So those are some of the solar panels. Some of them are not able to see because they're on the other side, and that is solar geyser. I don't know whether you can see. So it's connected to solar panels. So this geyser is being hit by the solar. The disadvantage of that is when there's no sun, when it's cold, when it's June, sometimes there's not enough hot water. So those are the downside of being Zimbabwe. Unlike in England or diaspora, the water supply, the hot water is like, even if you want to fill the whole bath, you can fill it with no problem at all. But here you try to fill the whole bath, it means people have to wait till the geyser fills up again to bath. So we have to give each other slots to bath. Slots, somebody bath is from 10 to 11. Especially those people want to fill the bath with water. So my husband, we have to give each other slots. Somebody bath is 10 to 11, someone 12 to whatever time. So there's a rota for bathing here in Zim. If you are not able to go on the rota, therefore don't come. Don't come. But all other things besides that, I think it's a nice place to be. Honest, I'm encouraging you guys that come back home, come retire in your homeland. It's possible. I hope I've inspired one or two people with this, that you can come to Zimbabwe. Like mostly what I'm enjoying mostly is spending time with my family here, sharing food together. That's what I have enjoyed most, and just for our good. 1, 2, 3. Atanga imi. Ndiani pane zamba vafudzi vapfugama ndiye zuzoshamisa ndiye mambo wedenga tapfuga makwari mutuni dzindi mwari ndiya. Hallelujah.